All men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. Islam?
Islam.
So, what you're going to have is governments deriving their just powers from the consent of the government, just like I stated. Islam?
Islam.
Praise Allah and honors to our holy divine prophet, No.102. Now, let's go over our Sunday school catechism. Islam?
Islam.
Islam Asia. Quran questions for Moorish Americans. Humanity. Prophet Drew Ali. The cares of the world. Salvation. Noble Drew Ali, founder of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Islam?
Islam.
Let's go to the back. Our authority. Copy, book 521, page 579. State of Illinois, Cook County. Sign and seal number 1010-5905. File for records. Form number 1099. Corporation. Religious affidavit of organization. State of Illinois, County of Cook. Signed and sealed 1928, August 1st, p.m., 2:52. And recorded in book Salom's Jaconesky. Page recorder. I, Noble Drew Ali, do solemnly swear that at a meeting of the members of the Moorish Science Temple of America held at Chicago in the County of Cook and the State of Illinois on the 20th day of July, A.D. 1928, for that purpose, the following persons were appointed: sheiks of the Moorish Science Temple of America, according to the rules and usages of such: Mini Il, Small Bay, Lovett Bay, and Foreman Bay. The Moorish Science Temple of America, deriving its power and authority from the great Quran of Muhammad, to propagate the faith and extend the learning and the truth of the great prophet of Ali in America, to anoint, appoint, and consecrate missionaries of the prophet, and to establish the faith of Muhammad in America. And said Moorish Science Temple of America adopted as its corporate name the following: Moorish Science Temple of America. And at said meeting, this affiant acted as presiding officer, subscribed and sworn to before me, the 20th day of July, A.D. 1928. Drew Ali, Roberta W. Connu, Notary Republic. See Hers Revised Statute, Chapter 32, 36, or appointed or awarded vestrymen or whatever name they may adopt. Islam?
Islam.
Do you Moors know what names that the Prophet Noble Drew Ali adopted for the Moorish Science Temple of America? Islam?
I know former names of the Moorish Science Temple of America that to the names that he adopted.
Official names, let me be clear. Islam? Do you know any names of the Supreme Grand Council?
No, but I got that book right here and I've been reading.
Pull it out. Since we're here, let's go over some of the names. Because all of this is inclined in our 101. Islam? It's very important. Just like recently we have been going over the Hers Revised Statute. Islam? And in the Hers Revised Statute, it states how the Moorish Science Temple of America is a body politic. Islam? And a lot of the Moors and a lot of our people are not familiar with what a body politic is and the functions of a body politic and the importance of a body politic. Islam? So we have been going over the word body politic according to the lawful dictionaries that are used in America or in the United States and in their courts. Islam?
Islam.
And so we went over body politic Were you here when we went over body politic? Islam? So we're going to go over that pretty fast because we have some more history that we want to get into as well, because so we can get a clear conception, or one of the clear conceptions of what our Prophet No.102 came to do, Islam, and some of the people who came around the Prophet No.102's time, who were around the Prophet No.102's time, so you can actually give a clear concept of what was going on, Islam. But first and foremost, we want to continue our Sunday school lesson and continue going over our 101. So could you please look up body politic?
Body politic or corporate, a social compact by which the whole people covenants with each citizen and each citizen with the whole people, that all shall be governed by certain laws for the common good. Also a term applied to a municipal corporation, school district, county or city, state or nation or public associations.
Okay, can you slow down a little bit?
So?
Yes.
Okay. Body politic or corporate, a social compact by which the whole people covenants with each citizen and each citizen with the whole people.
All right, it's a covenant, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you look up covenant right fast?
Yeah.
So, body politic.
Okay, got it?
Mm-hmm.
Covenant, an agreement, convention, or promise of two or more parties by deed in writing, signed and delivered, by which either of the parties pledges himself to the other that something is either done or shall be done, or shall not be done, or stipulates for the truth of certain facts. At common law, such agreements were required to be under seal. The term is currently used primarily with respect to promises and conveyances or other instruments relating to real estate. In its broadest usage, means any contract. The name of a common law form of action, ex contractu, which lies for the recovery of damages for breach of a covenant or contract under seal.
This one. So it's contract under seal. Covenant is a contract under seal between two people or two or more people. So, like what you do when you proclaim your nationality with the Municipal symbol of America, Islam. There's not really a formal contract that you sign, Islam, but you stand up and make a formal agreement to proclaim your nationality in front of everybody. You made a covenant, Islam.
Islam.
And then when you made a covenant, before that, they ask you, can you obey the laws? If you can obey the laws, stand up and take out your card. It's your card. It's your nationality. It's your nation. It's for you. But so are the laws, Islam. So within those laws, we have Key 42, Islam. What is the covenant of the great God Allah? Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the earth, and which the Lord thy God Allah hath given you. Right? It's a covenant, Islam. We have more covenants as well, but that's one of the covenants, that you have to honor thy fathers and thy mother, Islam. So within the body politic, you have a covenant. It's an agreement, right, that you make with the people. But in body politic, it says in that first statement, go back to body politic, it says you make this agreement with the people. And then the people make it with you. Same as when you proclaim your nationality, right? After you finish, you give your Islams to everybody, you have witnesses. Islam?
Islam.
So read it.
Okay. Body politic or corporate, a social compact by which the whole people covenants with each citizen and each citizen with the whole people, that all shall be governed by certain laws for the common good. Also a term applied to a municipal corporation, school district, county, or city.
I'm sorry, first sentence again.
Okay. A social compact by which the whole people covenants with each citizen, and each citizen with the whole people.
Right. So the people is covenant, like I just said, with the citizen, and the citizen with the people. Does the No.102 symbol of America, what is the proof of that? Did the No.102 give you any proof? After you got a nationality card, after you made your covenant with the people, what else did you receive?
The Constitution and bylaws?
Okay, what else? What else comes with nationality? What proclaiming your nationality within the No.102 symbol of America?
You get everything, your feds back, your pins, your
Keep going.
get your 7 back.
Feds, pins, your Holy Quran.
Holy Quran.
Okay. Circle 7, alright. What else? What we talking about? The contract seal, covenant, body policy. We talking about pieces of paper. We talking about pieces of papers, basically, right now.
Yeah.
Agreements on paper, agreement between individuals. Islam. But the problem, you got a dues card, right?
Islam.
Okay, you got a dues card. What is the other card you get?
Per capita tax.
Okay, you got a per capita tax card. What is per capita tax discussing and talking about? Can you look up per capita tax, please?
Per capita.
Yeah.
Okay. By the heads or poles, according to the number of individuals, share and share alike. This term derived from the civil law is much used in the law of descent and distribution, and denotes that method of dividing an interstate estate.
Let's start over.
Okay.
Because you're going too fast. Start over. Watch. Go.
By the heads or poles.
By the heads or poles. Keep going.
According to the number of individuals.
According to the number of individuals.
Share and share alike.
Share alike. So the people and the individuals share and share alike. Just like the covenant when they covenant with each other. Right? The people covenant with the citizens, and they covenant with the people. The individuals and the whole, they share and share alike. Keep going.
This term derived from the civil law is much used in the law of descent and distribution.
It's derived from the civil law, used from the law of descent and dissension. So the Moorish symbol of the Moorish Holy Temple of Science was made into a civic organization November 29, 1926. Islam? Okay, we keep going.
And denotes that method of dividing an interstate estate by which an equal share is given to each of a number of persons.
Right, to which an equal share is given to a number of persons. So your per capita basically is letting you know that you have an equal share in your inheritance or your estate, just like everyone else. Islam? Okay, let's go back to body politic. It's by the heads or poles, right? Don't say you want something in the No.102 symbol of America, like people come right through the doors and, I need help for this, I need help for that. Where's your per capita? Have you been paying your per capita tax?
Yeah, where's your investment?
Have you covenanted with your forefathers and mothers, brothers and sisters and children, have you? Or have you not? Or you just want all the benefits from that estate, but you haven't made no contract or no sealed agreement to do any work to back that up, to have an interest in it, to even have a future interest in it. Islam? Okay. Body politic?
Okay. Start over or go back to where I was at?
Go back to where you were at.
Okay, we're back. Also a term applied to a municipal corporation.
Also a term applied to a municipal corporation. Do you know what that is?
That'd be like the courts and things?
True. Courts. Municipal corporation, like courts. Islam, judiciary. Okay, keep going.
School district, county, or
Hold
city?
on.
Okay.
School district, county, what else?
Or city.
City. What else?
And last is state or nation.
Islam.
Oh, snap.
State or nation or public association.
State. Nation. Public. So, public association. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. A municipal corporation. This is entitled the body politic, which the Prophet No.102 sent to this earth, divinely prepared by the great God Allah. Do I have a copy of it here somewhere? Urged by statute.
It's on the back of it, I think.
This one. Okay. This is an actual form. And then you can see that the Prophet No.102 on this form right here where it says I do solemnly, the Prophet No.102 did the same exact thing on the back of our 101 that we have for our children.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay? It's on the back of Quran Questions for Moorish Children. The whole incorporation and your whole Moorish Empire, Islam, it's on the back. And inside of here, it says right here. Let's look right here. Body politic.
Gotcha.
I have a new Illinois complied statute, but I like to use the actual hers. Islam.
Islam.
All right. So body politic. Back of our 101, because we in Sunday school. Islam. This is our authority, right? So we have a municipal corporation, school district, county, a city, a state, a nation, and public associations. We don't have no time, we're not on time anyway. Islam? So, time is nothing but a measurement of the distance between one point and another, between yourself and Allah. Islam? So, you know your nationality now, you know who your God is, you know who your people are. The Prophet Ali gave you this, we need to get to this now. Islam?
Islam.
So, we have our own body politic, so we have our own nation. Islam, we should just put that up first, but that's not how they wrote it down. We have a nation, right? Within a nation, you have a state, right? Within states, you have counties, right? You have cities, right? You have municipal corporations to govern all of this. You have school districts to raise up, beautiful children out of this. And you have public associations and other departments, to make sure that a community and a nation is running perfectly, or the way it should be. But ours should be running perfectly. Islam, because we are Circle 7, we are perfected man.
Islam. That's what's up.
Manifest. So, what's a school district? You might have to look up district, and it might say school.
Okay.
It might have a few districts, and then you might have to look up school. So Morris can get a clear understanding, and don't say they don't have no clear understanding, and they say this hasn't been explained to you. Islam?
Islam.
And don't be asking Morris leaders, what are they doing? Islam? When you pay for capita tax, okay, and the same thing is on you, just like it's on those Morris leaders. So what are you doing for the Moorish Science Temple of America? Islam? And for the Moorish children?
Islam.
We all have the same documents. We all have the same add-up lessons. The Holy Quran of the Moorish Science Temple of America. You can't give no more add-up thought than that. Islam?
So it's just district. I don't see anything for school.
Okay. Under district, that's what I'm saying. Is there different type of district?
Yeah, it's congressional district, district attorney, district clerk, district courts, district judge, legislative district. That's it. So
Okay.
nothing for this.
Let's look up district. Just look up district.
Okay. One of the territory areas into which an entire state or county, municipality, or other political subdivision is divided for judicial, political, electoral, or administrative purposes, e.g. a congressional or drainage district.
It's the district is basically national departments. Islam. Then we look up county. What's a county? Because you have all of this. Islam. If you're in your own county when you're walking around, you just don't know this. You're in your own state when you're walking around, you just don't know this. A lot of people, when you look at these modern constitutions of these states, they don't tell you exactly where the state is. That's where you have the Supreme Court case of New York versus Connecticut, where one individual was trying to claim some land on the end of Connecticut. And somebody on New York's side said, well, that's New York's land. And then he took the guy to court, and then New York wanted to get involved because they needed to make sure that they let Connecticut know that that was their boundary too. So because it's two states, you had to take it to the Supreme Court now. And so now the Supreme Court basically made a decision and gave the land to the individual man who had title to the land, and said that the states, they had no title to the land because their constitution failed to declare where their boundaries were.
Wow.
So that proves that the state's constitution, they don't tell you where they're at neither. So don't be mad at what the Morrison Temple of America, it does tell you where it's at. Northwest or Southwest Africa. Islam?
Islam. Oh my goodness.
Where is that? Chapter 47. It's here. Islam? Praise Allah for that. How you prove that? Why they got a treaty with the Moors? See, it all goes to what Prophet No.102 say, and lawfully. So we're on county?
Yep.
County.
Islam. The largest territorial division for local government and state.
Largest territorial division for local government and state. Do you have a state? Do you?
Islam.
Okay, because you have a body politic. The state is inside of body politic. Okay, let's go to city.
I mean, it's longer. You want to read the rest of it, or?
Go read one more sentence of county.
Usually consisting of one or more cities or towns.
Right, because that's what I was going to explain. A county, like Los Angeles County, it's vast. It's on San Bernardino County in California is the biggest county in the world. Okay? You have, what, Los Angeles, Inglewood, City of Hawthorne, Newton Park, you know, Inglewood, Linwood, all these are different cities. Islam? And all these cities are in the county of Los Angeles. But each city has a mayor and their own administration. Islam, jails, and so forth. But there's one sheriff to the whole county. Islam? And all the other sheriffs you see are deputy sheriffs of the one sheriff. Islam? All right. Can we go to city?
Islam. A municipal corporation in most states of the largest and highest class. Also the territory within the corporate limits. A political entity or subdivision for local governmental purposes. Commonly headed by a mayor and governed by a city council.
Right. So you have cities, right? Like the Grand Sheik, Victor Taylor Ill is always talking about. You got Grand Sheiks and you have their councils. Islam for certain things, which would allude to a mayor and their councils. Islam, because each city, they have their own local government, they have their own municipality. Islam. What also does city talk about? The city's talking about citizens.
Not on this one. Well, citizenship is right above it, but it's not within this definition.
All right. Well, let's go to state. Because all this is entitled in the Moorish Temple of America. The Moorish Temple of America, founded by the Prophet No.102 Ali in 1913, made into a religious corporation in 1928, is very, very vast. And we need to know how vast it is. It's just like this Quran of the Moorish Temple of America. This pamphlet looks very small, but when you read it, the information just keeps on going. It keeps on buying, books keep on dropping. It's the same thing with this little bitty wording right here. It turns into all of this, and then this turns into everything else. Islam. It's like one big master Adam said. Do we have state? Islam.
A people permanently occupying a fixed territory, bound together by common law, habits, and custom into one body politic, exercising through the medium of an organized government.
Islam. So there we have actually what a state is. Go ahead.
Can you repeat that?
Can you repeat
Slower.
that, please?
Okay.
Slower.
A people permanently occupying a fixed territory, bound together by common law, habits,
Common law, habits,
and custom into one body politic,
see that?
exercising through the medium of an organized government. That's all before.
Okay.
That's it.
Thank you.
So say it again one more time,
Okay.
because that was good. I like that.
A people permanently occupying a fixed territory, bound.
The people, Moorish Americans, occupying a fixed territory, North America, or whichever territory or city that you're in, around this measure, Islam, keep going.
Bound together by common law, habits.
Bound together by common law, right, and habits, Islam,
And custom into one body politic.
and custom into one body politic, right?
Exercising through the medium
Exercising through the medium
of an organized government.
of an organized government. Beautiful.
And
All right. We
That's it?
have that. Islam, nation.
that's it. It's more.
No, that's cool. That's fine. Just going to just break down that in more parts.
Okay.
We're just going to the basics. Islam. Yeah, how are we going to guide the nation? If we don't know what a nation is. Islam, if we just think that the nation is just proclaiming your nationality, and then you go to another nation and tell them what your nationality is and try to be, and we should be proud of it, but trying to act, with so much rah about it, and then people start asking you basic questions about your authorities and about, things that their nation do, and you don't have any of those, or you think you don't have any of them. Islam? Most Moors don't think that, but we have them all right here. They come back with these questions and they have the books in their home. Islam? Nation.
A people or aggregation of men existing in the form of an organized dual society, usually inhabiting a distant portion of the earth.
Islam. That's what we are. But what is Jura? A Jura society. That's Jura. The people inhabiting the Jura society. Islam.
A body of people, typically 12 in number, sworn to give a verdict in a legal case on the basis of evidence submitted to them in court.
Islam.
You want to find it?
Yeah, still fine.
Okay. Wait, finish nation or find that word?
No fine Jura.
Okay.
Marcus Garvey said, don't go over it. Don't finish. Don't continue reading sentences if you don't know what the word is. You won't even really know what the sentence is alluding to. What it's hitting at or anything like that. Because you don't know the word.
Islam. Okay, pertaining to natural or positive right, or to the doctrines of rights and obligations as juror relations.
Pertaining to natural or positive rights. Nation is a juror society. Is a society pertaining to natural what?
Natural and positive rights.
Positive rights. What's positive law? Positive law. Positive right. Positive law.
Okay, well, positive is right here.
Okay.
Okay. Lay down, enacted, or prescribed. Express or affirmative. Direct, absolute, explicit, as to positive conditions. It says fraud, proof, and servitude. See those titles.
See fraud, proof, and servitude. There's nothing else in positive?
Oh, positive law right here. See, okay. Law actually and specifically enacted or adopted by proper authority for the government of an organized juror society.
Proper authority. Nation is a juror society, right? Juror is positive law, and positive law is people enacting, what does it say? Officials? What does it say about the officials?
Which one? Are you on positive or positive law?
Positive law.
It says law actually specifically enacted or adopted by proper authority for the government of an organized juror society. Which are you looking for?
Keep going.
That's it.
That's on. Can you look up public association? And then we can go into municipal, this, and keep breaking all of this down and going into further to how it just goes into your home. But it already starts with nation.
That is not in here. You got public authority, public character, public contract. No.
Is public there? Read public.
Okay. Pertaining to a state, nation, or whole community, proceeding from, relating to, or affecting the whole body of people or an entire community.
This will be all of the associations, just different departments like you were stating earlier. But sometimes they use different words to explain different breakdowns. Islam?
Islam.
Okay, so we gotta understand body politic basically is all this. I hope you've written it down. You know, got a basic understanding. This is at the third Sunday school we went over this, where we just break it down again, so we can kind of use a hammer and go into your head again on what a body politic is. Islam? Let's go over our one-on-ones, and then we're gonna get into a history lesson. Islam?
Islam.